Movie Black Widow is a story about Natasha Romanova, a member of the Avengers. In this movie we can see the experiment on humans' mind control, members of which are little orphans. This movie is a fantasy genre, but in fact it's a documentary. Project MKUltra is the code name given to a program of experiments on human subjects that were designed and undertaken by the US CIA, some of which were illegal. Experiments on humans were intended to develop procedures and identify drugs such as LSD to be used in interrogations in order to weaken the individual and force confessions through brainwashing and psychological torture. With the help of this program, a supervisor can totally control a human. This method is based on splitting of consciousness under the influence of the strongest stress. As a result, several subpersonalities are formed within a person that can be switched using certain commands. For the best effects, this program begins from the earliest childhood. To form a controlled person, kids are shown Disney's cartoons and strange videos.
How often would he beat you?
Too much.
Would he only use a belt?
Why do you do this to me? No, more than a belt.
What else would he use to hit you with?
Iron cords. Whatever's around. We were terrified of him. Terrified. I can't tell you. I don't think he realizes to this day how scared. Scared. I mean scared. So scared that I would regurgitate.
You would vomit?
Mm-hmm.
When would you vomit? What would produce that sort of reaction in you?
His presence. Just seeing him.
Celebrities are just puppets in the hands of Satanists. They are mentally ill people who carry their perception of the world to the masses. Celebs produce similar signals to demonstrate that they're under MKUltra program. They provide a huge service to the state, distracting the masses from politics. The pioneers in this business are, of course, the Beatles. Since 1967, rock festivals have been organized which attracted millions of young people. Drugs were freely distributed at these festivals. As a result, more than 5 million people aged 10 to 25 years have become conduits of drug culture. Most likely the Beatles wouldn't have become so popular without having a hand in the lyrics of Teodoro Adorno.
Capitalist production so confines them, body and soul, that they fall helpless victims to what is offered them.
The guys from Liverpool have a huge informational support. Adorno took the Beatles out of the alley, promoted them, and made them superstars. Of course, synthetic drugs were distributed at their concerts by CIA agents. They know that prolonged and monotonous drumming can affect the rhythm of the heartbeat by introducing a trance state. This primitive type of music became widely used by other musicians, and over the years it replaced the so-called old-fashioned melodic music that inspired people not to destroy themselves, but to do noble deeds.